Hello, hi everyone, and welcome to this meetup. We are very happy that you are joining us today, and I would like to send a very warm welcome from Pyladies Paris, Pyladies Munich, and Mobility House. Also, a big thank you to Pyladies Munich. You will meet them in just a few minutes. Pyladies Munich is managed by two people, so there is Laisa and Olga. Yeah, I'm just going to put them on screen right now so they can say just a little hello. Hi. Yes, and so these are our colleagues from Pyladies Munich, and we also have with us one other great Pyladies member. It's Maria. Hey, hi Maria.
Hi.
So we will start very soon. In the meantime, I just wanted to remember those who didn't fill out the form that there is a form to fill out, so you can participate in the draw that we will have in a few moments. So today, basically, we have a good schedule with one talk. The talk is going to be by Iglesias Moreno. It is going to be about how to design more informative visualization with Python. We will also have someone from Mobility House. So Mobility House is a company that is helping us to organize this event today. And so we owe this event thanks to the help of Mobility House. And they will also say a word to begin with. Also, so today we have two quiz sessions. We will have one, then we will have the talk by Amanda, and then we will have another quiz. And so basically, with these quizzes, you will have prizes to win. There are 4 different prizes, and there are 4 different winners. So basically, we want to make sure that as many people as possible can win something. So we will make sure that there are at least 4 winners. So that means that if you win one prize, you cannot win another prize. We will make sure that it goes to someone else so that we can share some more love with some more people. And there are different ways that you can win a prize. So first way to win a prize is to be the best at one of the 2 quizzes. So being the best means 2 different things. So first, you need to have a lot of good answers. And second, you have to be fast, because if you get good answers, but someone else also has good answers, if you are just a bit faster than the other one, basically you will have a bit more points. This challenge is going to be run on a website called Kahoot, and we will let you know everything about it just a bit later. Also, if you want to get ready for the quiz, you should know that it's good if you have 2 screens. You can do it with just one screen, but we recommend having 2 screens so that you can play and you can also watch the YouTube show. So basically, if you have a mobile phone, you can go on a Kahoot. Maria will tell you about how to go there. And you can also watch the YouTube on your computer. Or if you have 2 screens, or you want to share your laptop screen in 2, you can do it like this as well. Also, one last thing to know is that there's a little bit of a delay between the live game and between what you're seeing on YouTube. So it's not a long delay, but it's a few seconds. But a few seconds might mean that you're a bit faster. So I recommend having a look at your mobile phone or your game on Kahoot and play there, and then have a look here, listen to Maria and Olga's reply as they answer and tell you why why you won or why you didn't win at this question. So without further ado, I will ask Anne-Catherine from HR to join me, and I will put her up on the screen. Hi, Catherine, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, great, thank you. So
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, great to meet you. Great to have you with us. I will leave you the floor for, I think, about 5 minutes. So you can tell us. And once more, we just want to say thank you for having us today.
Yeah, thank you too. Thank you for being here. Hi Pyladies. How are you? I hope you're doing all well. So I'm Anne-Catherine. I'm here at the TMH, responsible for all those HR topics like recruiting, hiring, etc. And that's why I want to tell you a bit about us, about TMH today, and some of our open jobs. So what is the Mobility House? What can I say about us? The Mobility House is a young and dynamic technology company whose goal is to drive on the transition to the use of sustainable energy sources. So we have 3 fields about smart charging, vehicle to grid, and also energy storages. We have this clear vision to make a better future. And we have this vision and also this mission to look for new people who wants to join our mission. And if you want to know more about that, so we have a second slide about our open jobs. So maybe we can go to the next slide. Where is it? Sorry for that. Oops. Okay, one moment. Here we are again. So what is Mobility House? I told you already, we are growing and growing. So we are around 170 people at the moment. And what we are mainly looking for is software developers specialized in Python, so Python developers. And we are very open-minded and very down-to-earth people. We are looking for someone who also can work remote, and remote is possible for German-based and also Europe, but about Europe, you have to come to Germany. And also you can work from everywhere, but it has to be based in Germany. Yeah, so if you do have any questions about our open jobs, about our company, so feel free to ask me, to drop me a line. Of course, you can write me an email or write down here at the chat. So if you're looking for a new job and wants to shape the future with us, then this might be maybe your next step. And yeah, we would be very happy to have new people on board.
Thank you, Anne-Catherine. Yeah, this looks definitely interesting. Feel free to write a comment in the chat, or you can see here there's the email address career@mobilityhouse.com. So you can also ask questions, I believe, by emailing this email address. Perfect. So thank you.
Thank you.
And now I will call my colleague Maria from Pyladies Paris to join me. Hey Maria, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you, Maud?
Yeah, very good, very excited to start.
Are you ready for the quiz?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm not going to participate though because I already know the questions.
And yeah,
yeah, and I want to let our wonderful community members win one of the prizes. Also, just remember, it's more than just winning a prize. I believe it's also about learning, and that's why I'm very excited to hear about these questions and listen to your explanations, Maria, on why this or that answer is the correct one.
Well, I'm also quite happy that we are joining the two Pyladies communities, Munich and Paris. So, hello Paris, hello Munich. Let's start.
Yeah, great. So I just launched your screen there, and so I will leave you to start to explain how it works. Right?
Perfect. Thanks, Maud. Okay, so are you ready? First, we'll start with a quiz, which will be just a test quiz. So you can actually get used to Kahoot, and it's fair for everyone. So if you could please all go to the webpage www.kahoot.it, and then when you are asked for the login, type this login here. And please, as a login, use the same login as you used when filling the form. If you didn't do it right now, don't worry, you will do it in the actual real quiz. So we have already 8 people. We will give a bit more time for others. If you have any problems, any questions, really don't hesitate to ask on the YouTube channel. There are my colleagues all the time looking at your questions, ready to help you. So really don't worry. And we give a bit more time. So just to explain you, for this quiz, there's no prize. There are only 3 questions. So really relaxed, don't worry. As Maud told you, in the actual quiz, we'll have 1 prize for the winner, and then we'll randomly select another person for the second prize. So we have already 18 players. Wow, that's really cool. Are we going to have a bit more? So for those who missed it, please go to www.kahoot.it and type this PIN number 6136923. And we have some more players. We'll still give a bit more time for anyone who still wants to maybe fix their screen differently. There is also delay in the YouTube channel. So anyone else joining us? Also, if you have any technical problems, just write it on the YouTube channel to wait a little bit, and so I will know. All right, so we have 19 players. Are you ready? Oh, 20. Okay, perfect. And 21. Okay, maybe I give a bit more time.
Yeah, I think we'll just wait maybe 1 more or 2 minutes. So in case someone is still trying to register there, and then we can make sure that we can start all together. So yeah, it's best if everyone is here when we start. If not, anyway, there will be a second quiz a bit later during the event, so you can make sure you're on time also for the second quiz. And as a reminder, after this first quiz, we will have 1 talk by Amanda, who is going to speak about visualization with Python.
Okay, we have a 22nd player, so it's really cool. We are really excited about you joining together and 2 cities coming together in these quizzes. And maybe I take a moment also to thank the organizer of Pyladies Munich. It was really fun preparing this event with you. Maybe we can plan another one day. It would be really nice. All right, so perhaps it's good time to start. If you still didn't come, don't worry, just watch how it is, how to use Kahoot, and you will be ready to join the actual quiz later on. So just keep in mind that the time counts as well. We are starting. And this is Pyladies test quiz. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? First question. Which city has more inhabitants? Is it Paris or Munich? Here you have time. You have only 14 seconds. This will differ for different questions. So it's important to keep in mind. And we are still waiting for 3 answers, I think. So what is it? Paris or Munich? What do you think? All right, so most people answered Paris, and you did answer correctly. So there are almost twice more inhabitants intramuros in Paris, with over 2 million of inhabitants. And Munich, although not a very small city, it's still much smaller with over 1 million of inhabitants. All right, so let's go to the second question. So maybe first we'll see who has the most points, and it's Katarina. Bravo, Katarina, followed by Nitishir. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Morgan and Buksik. And Aisha Runa. Oh, you're not making my life easy. Okay, second question. What is the logo of Pyladies Munich? Is it the one on the red background, blue background, yellow background, or green background? They are all very pretty logos. What do you think? So there are 3 seconds left and almost everyone answered. All right, so yes, that was the, let's look back, it was the green logo. And most of the people answered correctly. So I will just show you the other logos. So the first logo is a global Pyladies logo. So it's pretty much used by all the Pyladies, and then different chapters, different cities select their own logos with different characteristics. So Teresina decided to have this beautiful lady with yellow hair. Silicon Valley decided to have this one, and Munich opted for the one with the red hair here. So very good. Most of you answered correctly. And let's see if anything changes. Oh yes, Alona was very fast here. 7 places up for Burger Kati. Very nice. And let's see what happens with the last question. And what are the colors of the Pyladies Paris logo? Is it red and white, blue, red and white, blue and white, or blue? So this is how the Pyladies Paris logo looks like without colors. So what do you think? Okay, 1 second. And once again, most of you answered correctly. Indeed, it's blue, red, and white. So let's quickly look at Pyladies Paris logo. So Pyladies Paris logo was designed by our very own member of Pyladies Paris, Constance Louise, just very recently in January this year. And she put up 3 different logos with different colors, and this was selected. So those are colors of French flag, red, blue, and white. Very nice. So let's see who is the winner of this quiz. And the 3rd place, Nitshishr. The 2nd place, Askel. Bravo, Askel. And the 1st place belongs to Alona. Bravo, Alona. Unfortunately, this time we have no prize, but perhaps you can win the 1st prize in the actual quiz. So let's go for it. So I will already display it. Once again, what you have to do is to go to www.kahoot.it and now select this pin here, 3023712. And this should bring you to the actual Pyladies quiz. And here you are really playing for a actual prize. Okay, we have the 1st person, Alona, Morgan, Pumukel, Kilacti, Jabberwocky, Dankoni, DSE, SG254. So please don't forget to use the same logins as you filled in the form so we can actually know who the winner is. That's why we ask you to fill the form. And we will select between you also the random winner. So even if you don't feel that you might win, don't get disappointed. In the end, you can actually get a prize. So keep playing. And there is another quiz. So are we waiting a bit longer? Yes, 23 people. We had, I think, a bit more for the 1st quiz, so I will wait. And also the delay. So we try to design the Python questions not to be just for the advanced players, but also more for beginners or just some fun questions, something useful to know. So don't worry if you don't know the answer, you can just guess. It's also allowed. You can try to check the answer within the time allowed? Up to you. Okay, so I give maybe 30 more seconds. And let's start. So we have 25 players. Would be nice to know who is from Munich, who is from Paris, but maybe it's just a Pyladies community. That's also nice. Okay. Anyone else missing? Okay. So I suppose with 25 players we can start. So, oh, we have one more. Okay, I give a few more seconds. There are still people coming. It's worth waiting, so nobody gets disappointed. So just to repeat, please go to www.kahoot.it and type the number 3023712. Okay, I believe that we are all here now. So get ready. And it's a great Python quiz. 3, 2, 1. First question. Where does the name Python come from? Is it type of snake? Pythonidae, a serpent god in ancient Greece. Monty Python, the creator of Python, was a fan of the show. Or the name of its creator, Guido van Python. We have 14 seconds more. You can think about it. What could that be? So what is the correct answer? And out of time. All right, you're really good. Almost everyone answered correctly. So yes, indeed, the correct answer was Monty Python, which is a British comedy group. And the creator of Python, called Guido van Rossum, was a fan of the show. And furthermore, from the beginning, he intended Python to be fun to use, so you may still find some occasional playful approaches to tutorials and references to Monty Python, and have fun searching for those. So let's see what happens in our leaderboard. And Alona is winning again. Bravo, Alona. And PBA is just behind her with only a few points less. Burger Kati is following her up, and some other people are behind. So don't get discouraged. We still have 9 questions to go. So the second question is, which of those sentences come from the Zen of Python? If the implementation is easy to explain, it's usually a bad idea. Only special cases, if special enough, can lead to breaking the rules. In the face of ambiguity, do not hesitate to guess. There should be one, and preferably only one, obvious way to do it. 2 more seconds. All right, you are really good. Perfect. So most of you, once again, answered correctly. So for those who may not know Zen of Python, I will just quickly show you. This is my terminal. I will open Python. And now if you type input this, you will see the Zen of Python by Tim Peters. So let me maybe quickly read it. Beautiful is better than ugly. Explicit is better than implicit. Simple is better than complex. Complex is better than complicated. Flat is better than nested. Sparse is better than dense. Readability counts. Special cases aren't special enough to break the rules. Although practicality beats purity, errors should never pass silently, unless explicitly silenced. In the face of ambiguity, refuse the temptation to guess. There should be one, and preferably only one, obvious way to do it. Although that way may not be obvious at first unless you are Dutch. Now is better than never. Although never is often better than right now. If the implementation is hard to explain, it's a bad idea. If the implementation is easy to explain, it's it may be a good idea. Namespaces are one honking great idea. Let's do more of those. Okay, so let's go back to our quiz. And see what happens on our leaderboard. And there are some changes. Now Nitish is on the first place, and Pumukel climbed 7 places up. Bravo, Pumukel. Okay, but let's see what will the third question bring. What is the most recent stable major version of Python? Is it 3.8, 3.8.9, 3.9, or 3.10.0? What is it? Major version. So there are 2 more seconds. Hurry up. All right, 3.9, yes. So the last major version was released on October 5th, 2020. And there is newer maintenance release version, which is 3.9.4, which was released just a few days ago on the April 4th. Okay, so let's see what happened on our leaderboard. And now Burger Kati is winning. And Askel climbed 4 places up. Okay, there are not many differences between the players. So let's see what happens on the fourth question. What will be result after executing this code in Python 3.9? So this question, there's a bit more time, so you can think about it. We have already 15 answers. There are 2 dictionaries, and there is this pipe sign between them. What will happen if we execute this code? What will the result? Nine seconds. Right. And wow, I'm impressed. This was a hard question, and still most of you answered it correctly. So I will explain it to you. So union between 2 dictionaries was introduced in Python 3.9. So if you're using a previous version, you may not know it. And it returns a new dictionary consisting of the left operand merged with the right operand, meaning that if there are the same keys in both dictionaries, as it's in this case, so there is cheese here and cheese here, those from the dictionary given on the right side will win. So I will maybe also quickly do that with you, so you can actually trust me. And are you ready? Oh, sorry. I wanted to copy the code, but I copied something else. But no worry about that. So this is the code. I'm using Python 3.9 here. So I just copied the same code as you had in the question. And now let's see what the result is. And indeed, cheese is cheddar. So the dictionary with the keys from the right side are winning. Okay, very good. So let's see what happens now on our leaderboard. Burger Kati is still winning. You're very good, Burger Kati. And Nitishir is still on the 2nd place. And now DSE also joined the leaderboard. Perfect. Okay, let's try the 5th question. What will happen if you type import anti-gravity in Python terminal? Unless you have anti-gravity package installed, you will see an error. You will import built-in Python package on anti-gravity computing. You will be redirected to XKCD comic on anti-gravity in Python. Or you will import all the built-in Python math and physics packages. What do you think? 2 more seconds. And yes, most of you once again answered correctly. Very well. So let's do it together. Import anti-gravity. And I have this window appearing on my different screen. So this is the comic which appeared. Let me read it with you. So the first little person is saying, "You're flying, how?" Python. I learned it last night. Everything is so simple. Hello world is just print hello world. I don't know, typing, white space. Come join us. Programming is fun again. It's a whole new world up here. But how are you flying? I just typed import anti-gravity. That's it? I also sampled everything in the medicine cabinet for comparison, but I think this is the Python. All right. So this is the Python. So as just as import anti-gravity is so-called Easter egg in Python, which brings perhaps a surprise. Here it is a XKCD comic. But if you didn't hear about Easter eggs in Python before, have some fun searching for more of them. After all, we are still in the Easter spirit. And let's see what happens on our leaderboard. And Nitishir is now winning. PBA is just following him or her up. And DSE has the highest answer streak. DSE, you're on fire. Let's see what happens on the 6th question. What are bytes and string in Python 3? Please refer to Python 3. Both are sequences of characters, bytes of raw 8-bit, string of Unicode values. String is the sequence of characters. Each character consists of 8 bytes. Bytes represent float numbers. String represent Unicode characters. Or string represents sequence of characters, while bytes are not used in Python. What do you think? There's a bit more time for this, so you can really read the answers carefully. What do you think? So one more second. And both are sequences of characters, bytes of raw 8-bit and string of Unicode values. This is correct answer. So please note that this explanation would differ in Python 2, and also that you can use, you can encode and decode between strings and bytes. So let's see what happens now. And Nitishir is still winning. Wow. And Dankoni is up 3 places. PBA is just behind Nitishir. You can still go to the 1st place. There are still few questions. What does PEP stand for? Is it Python Enhancement Proposals, Python Extension Plugin, Pretty Easy Programming, or Python Environment Processor? What is that? Okay, 3 more seconds. Hurry up. And all right, Python Enhancement Proposals. This is the right answer. So PEP is a design document which provides information or describes a new feature for Python or its environment. So for example, very known PEP is PEP 8, which gives coding conventions for Python. Let's see what happens now. And Jabberwocky 2 is on fire. Wow, Jabberwocky, you can still try to go to the leaderboard. And Nitishir is still winning. The question number 8. What is the license of Python? Is it proprietary license, Python Software Foundation license agreement, Berkeley Software Distribution license, or general public license? You have 8 seconds left. What is it? And yes, it's Python Software Foundation license agreement, which is a permissive open source license. So you can use this license in the closed source, meaning that your programs based on Python do not need to be open source as well. Very good. So Nitishir is still winning. PBA is just few points behind him, so you can still get the first place. And DESE is also not far behind. The question 9, what is the result of the following code? Please refer to Python 3. What is it? 5, 2/2. What could that be? Is it 2.5? 5. Or it will lead to an error. Or is it 2? What do you think? 4 more seconds. Okay, yes, very, very nice. So almost all of you answered correctly. And let's do it together. Okay, so if we do 5, 2/2, we'll get 2 because it's in the integer division, meaning that quotient it gives quotient without reminder. If you want a floating point division, you just use a single slash. If you want just a reminder, you have to use a %, and then you will get just a reminder. Okay, very nice. Are you ready for the very last question in this quiz? So written more. Ooh, Nitishir still winning. PBA still on the second place. And Nitishir is really on fire with 9 answers correct. The 10th question. What is the result of the following? Refer to Python 3. And you have a bit more time here. So really think about it. What could that be? There's still 30 seconds left. Just a bit of time. You can try it out, maybe. "24 people answered already, and we have 14 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yes, most of you answered once again correctly. It was a bit a tricky question. So let's look at it together. So the F here shows that it's an F string. So the idea of F string is to make string interpolation simpler. So it provides a simple way of these curly brackets to embed Python expressions inside string literals for formatting. So this will be a string. You see here the quotes. And what will be inside of the curly brackets? 10 modulo 3 is, as we just talked about it, is it's modulo. So it just gives us the remainder, which will be 1 here. And here we have 7 divided by 2. So it's 3.5. And that's why the answer indeed is the string 1 minus 3.5. Very good. Are you ready to see the winner? So we have 3 people on the podium with Maria Camila on the 3rd place, Nitishir on the 2nd place, and wait for it, PBA got the 1st place, and PBA is going to win the prize. So congratulations to all of you. You did all very well, and I hope you did enjoy it and had fun. And especially congratulations to PBA. So now we will draw a 2nd person to get a prize. So for this, I need to see all of you, and Kahoot will help me with that. So we had 28 players. And so we will ask Python to select one of you. How did we do that? So I can do import random, and then select randomly one of you from the number 1 to 28. And it will be the person number 18. So let's see who has the number 18. Dan Koni. So Dan Koni is going to win the 2nd prize. Thank you all for playing, and please stay tuned with the talk of Amanda. She's going to talk about some very interesting things, and then Olga will lead the 2nd quiz. Thank you all for participating. I hope you had fun.
Hello, hey Maria, thank you. It was a really fun quiz. It was really great. I loved seeing this, and I was actually very impressed because a lot of people got a lot of answers right. So you're better than me at Python, and you know more than me. So that's excellent. Congratulations. I also just want to say a reminder for everyone to really fill out the form. So I'm just going to pull up the form one more time on the screen so you can see here the form is at bit.ly/Pyladies_quiz. You can also find this link in the YouTube event description and on meetup.com. So this is really important so that we can make sure that the person who registers here, we have their information, so we are able to contact them to give out the prize. And so I can confirm that the winner of this first quiz had filled out the form. And unfortunately, number 18, Dan Coney, I didn't find this person on the form, so I am not able to see right now how we could contact this person. So in case you are Dan Coney, if you could please write a message on the YouTube chat, and so we can find if we can match both your name here and the form. So please let us know if there's any way we can make sure that you are who you are also. And if we are not able to match you, we will have to make the draw again. So that we are sure that we have a winner and that we can contact them. Because if we can't contact the winner, we are not able to give the prize, and we would really like to be able to give out all the prizes to everyone. So now, without further ado, I will ask our colleague Lisa to join us. So, hi Lisa, how are you?
Hi,
Hello everyone. Hello,
Hey.
Maude.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Here's Olga. Olga's also here from Pyladies Munich. So we are the organizer from Pyladies Munich. And tonight we not only have a quiz, we have 2 quizzes. So if you did not win this first time, don't worry, you have the chance for the second time. But right now, we're gonna welcome our speaker, Iglesias Moreno. She's an amazing data scientist, and she's also a personal friend of mine. So I'm very happy tonight that she will join. And just out of curiosity, where are you today? Are you in Munich? Are you in France? Or maybe are you in Brazil? Or I don't know, any other country in the world?
Right now, I'm in Stuttgart, not in Brazil.
But the audience. But Amanda, she's from Spain, and she's a data scientist, and she's also a technical writer at Medium. And tonight she will talk about how to make informative visualizations in Python. And I'm very curious about your talk, Amanda.
Thank you.
Tell us, how long have you been writing technical articles about data science?
I have been writing articles about around 2 years now, but I'm working in a different area because I'm working in industrial engineering. It can switch to data science.
Okay, I think we have some technical
You can
reasons,
hear me
but
properly?
yes.
I think,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm just jumping back in again. So I'm doing the technical part of this event. So often, due to Wi-Fi connectivity, sometimes if there is the connection is not like the best, it's good if the speaker can turn off their webcam, so it's easier to get more data stream into the event. Right now, it's working fine. But what I can suggest is that if it doesn't work again at some point, Amanda will ask you to maybe turn off your webcam so we can make sure that we can hear you. But right now it's back up, so it's all good. Okay, I will leave you now.
Yes, so let's welcome Amanda, and she will prepare the presentation. She will start presenting about how to make informative graphics with Python. Very important, and you'll be able to make by the end of this talk, you'll be able to make a graph for a journal, for a newspaper, for the New
I don't
York
know
Times.
for a journal, but yeah.
I am
You can
sure. I'm sure. So leave you there. Big applause to Amanda.
You can see properly my screen.
Yes, we can see Amanda.
So I'm going to talk first a little bit about me, but Laisa already introduced me. I'm an industrial engineer living right now in Stuttgart. I did industrial engineer in Valencia, where I was born in Spain, and then I did my master in Munich. And currently I'm working as an industrial engineer, but I hope that in the future I have the opportunity to work in data science. And I'm also studying a master in data science at the Open University of Catalonia. This is a distant master. And about me, I'm interested about data science. I really like art and also really interested in. So this is the agenda. So this speech consists mainly on 3 parts. The first one is I'm going to talk about good practices when doing visualization, good practices that we have to follow when we design our visualizations. Then I'm going to use these practices to redesign a visualization. And then I'm going to do a case of a study, which is the study of unemployment in the city of Barcelona. And first, how we can do good visualizations. I think the people tend to focus always on this part. So they try to learn how to use visualization tools. So they try how to learn to use Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly, Tableau. But there are also a designing part that it's really important, that it's to follow good practices when we try to do a visualization. And this designing part come previously when we are thinking how we can do our visualization. So select the right type of chart, try to use a high data ink ratio, to use pre-attentive attributes, zero label, informative titles and subtitles. The people tend not to think about it, but it's as important as to learn how to use visualization tools. So we are going to start talking about what is the data in ratio. So data in ratio is the data in is the ink that we have in our visualization that provides information. So if we have, for instance, this visualization, it's a visualization from Dark Horse Analytics, and here the part of the visualization that brings information is the length of the bars. The other elements like the background, the legend, the labels, the borders, the special efforts are there, but they don't provide any information. So when we design our visualization, we have to try to avoid those elements. So this company did a redesign of this visualization and now looks much more simple. So they remove the background, they use only direct labeling and not a legend. They remove special effects like shadows that they don't bring any information. And when you look at this type of visualization, you focus in one element, which is the red one. It's the element that drives your attention. And this is because they are using what is called a pre-attentive attribute. So our brains, they can easily see when one element is different for another. And here we can, for instance, see really easy that one line is more width than the others. Here we see that one point is red. So we can easily see the element that is different. And pre-attentive attributes are usually due in visualizations to drive the attention of the audience. And there is a huge study in pre-attentive attributes. You can find books about 200 pages talking only about this topic. And here we see an example of the use of color. So here we have a visualization, and we tend to focus directly on the bars that are blue. So color is driving our attention. So we want to see and to compare easily what is our business related to the other competitors. So to do this comparison really easy, we use one element that is color. And this visualization comes from a book called Storytelling with Data. And there are a lot of videos about this book in YouTube that are really good. And they can really help you to learn how to do visualizations. And also, a really important thing when doing visualizations is to select the right type of chart. So for instance, we have line charts that are really good to depict the evolution through time. When we want to compare two variables, we use a scatter plots. When we want to compare three variables, we can use bubble charts. So the first thing we have to think is what is the best chart to visualize our data. And then this is an example of a really bad visualization. This is a visualization that I did myself, where I have no idea about visualizations. And I did it like 2 years ago. And it's a visualization about car accidents in Barcelona. So we have the x-axis is the number of accidents. Here we have the hour, and here we have the different days of the week. And it's a really bad visualization because it's really big. So you have to scroll to see all the visualization. You have a lot of bars, so it's really difficult to properly observe the evolution through time of the different days of the week. And it doesn't provide a message rapidly. So we really don't know what this visualization tried to say us. So I decided about 6 months ago to redesign this visualization. And I did 2 visualizations. The first one was an static visualization. And static visualizations are used when we want to convey a specific message to the audience. So we want to convey something as rapidly as possible. And these visualizations, we cannot adjust the view, so we cannot zoom, we cannot filter, we cannot get data on demand. And these are the types of visualizations we will see in a newspaper. And then we have dynamic visualizations. These are the visualizations we can see online in web pages. So we can filter, we can zoom, we can get details on demand, information, and they are really helpful when we have a lot of data and we are not able to plot all this data using a static visualization. And then I did the redesign, and was the redesign of the same. This one and this one are the same data. And in this particular case, I tried to use high data in ratio, so not to use background, not to use grids, to use pre-attentive attributes to highlight the two lines that are different. And with this visualization, we can easily see that the number of accidents during the day at weekends are lower than during weekdays, but at night are higher. And with this particular visualization, we can make comparisons really easy. And then I did also a dynamic visualization. The other one was done with Matplotlib, and this was done with Plotly. And Plotly allows to do interactive visualization. They have a lot of cool elements. You can see that you can get details of demand. You can also compare different lines easily. You can also deselect and select lines of the plot. You can also do a zoom of your data. And with this type of visualization, we don't want to provide a message. We expect that the user try to ask themselves questions and try to answer with the plot. And now the last part is a case of a study, which is the unemployment in Barcelona. So we know that with the corona crisis, there is a huge impact of the economies worldwide. So I decided to do an article about unemployment in Barcelona. So to do this article, you have to do the visualizations that are in the article, you have to follow the data life cycle. And this is the same that if you do, for instance, a machine learning project or a descriptive statistics project, you follow the same cycle. First of all, you have to collect the data from using web scraping, retrieving it from a database, then you storage the data. Then you have to do pre-processing, because it's really, really weird that your data it's clean enough to use it directly in the visualizations. And then you have, in this case, to visualize the data. So the step analysis and visualizations are together because we are just using visualizations. And then you can publish your data and your findings online. So first, we collect the data from Open Data Barcelona. That is the open data service of the city of Barcelona. And we can find more than 450 data sets about a lot of different topics: population, economy, environment. And Munich and also Paris, both of them have also free and open data services where you can find also a lot of interesting data about the cities. So then we do the pre-processing data. So there are a lot of columns in your data that you don't need to do the visualizations that we want to do or the analysis that we want to do. So we select only three columns. One is the neighborhood. Then it's the unemployment rate of each neighborhood and also the month. The date, it's monthly data, and it's a combination of the columns any, which means years in Catalan, and mes, which is the month. And then we start to do the visualizations with Plotly. So Plotly is an open source library that you can use with Python, you can use with R, you can use with JavaScript. And to do a temporal evolution, the best plot that you can use is a line plot. So in this particular case, we have a lot of lines because Barcelona has in total 73 districts. So you cannot visualize all of them using a static visualization. So you have to use a dynamic one. And here you have the legend. So you can click in the legend to activate or deactivate the different plots. And it's important that you assure that all the names are ordered alphabetically, because if not, it's really difficult to find the district you're interested. And Also, to avoid the repetition of colors, we have generated all the lines using random colors. So here you can easily see that from 2012 until the beginning of the corona crisis, we see a decrease in unemployment, in some cases with a lot of fluctuation, because in Barcelona, the unemployment decreases in summer because there are a lot of tourism. But we see also that there is an increasement because of the coronavirus crisis. Then, if we want to compare the different districts, we can do a chlorophyll map. So this is to visualize the different districts geographically. So here, in the dataset, we have monthly data, but we did an average to get yearly data because have no sense to provide a chlorophyll map for each month. So here, you can select the year of interest, and you see how the unemployment rates are distributed in the city. So you see that the north, there is a lot of unemployment, and also near the port. And then you see that this part of the city, the inner part of the city, the unemployment is really low. It's where the rich people live. So the unemployment is really low. And the scheme that we use here is a divergent color scheme. So we use red to highlight a bad thing, which is high unemployment. And then we use green to highlight a good thing, which is low unemployment. And to do this visualization, I have to comment that we need an additional file that is called a GeoJackson file, when it's define all the polygons used in the visualization. And like always, I say color is important, because if we plot the map with the default color scheme, we see that it's not really informative, because we have yellow and we have blue. So it's much better to use this color scheme to convey our message. We can also use a sequential color scheme like the one using only red, but I think this one is better because it highlights these two opposite sides, the high unemployment and the low unemployment. And always, when you do a visualization, you have to investigate. So there are a lot of articles about visualizations. There are a lot of examples of media. This is an article that it's really good about chlorophyll maps. So the things that you can follow, you have to consider when doing a chlorophyll map. And this is an example of the results of political elections of Spain. It's an example from media, and it's also a really good visualization. And then I decided to do a scatter plot, because I thought, okay, maybe the districts that have higher unemployment rates suffer more the impact of coronavirus. But was not the case, because here we have the unemployment rate in December 2019, just before the coronavirus crisis. And here we see the relative change of unemployment. And we see that the districts with higher rate, they didn't suffer more relative change. So there is no relation. So poor districts didn't suffer more the consequences of corona in the case of Barcelona. So all of districts suffer the consequence as equal. And here we have plotted the names of the districts with more relative change, because we cannot plot the names of all the districts, because we will have an overplotted visualization. And then we decide to do an additional visualization using also trying to understand the number of unemployed by gender. So we take another data set from Barcelona, and in this case, this is the already clean data set. So we have 3 columns of interest, which is the neighborhood, which has categorical data. We have gender also, and we have date and number of unemployed. Here it's not unemployment rate, but the number of unemployed. And here we did also a visualization, but because we have right now 2 categorical data, one categorical data is the different lines of the plot, and the other one is the district that is in this drop-down list. So here we use zero labeling instead of a legend, and here you can like here get details, compare the different lines and everything. And also to understand the difference of unemployment between women and men, because it shows that women, there are more unemployment than women and men, basically in all districts of Barcelona. We do a chlorophyll map. So this is not a percentage that the other chlorophyll map, difference between the number of women that are unemployed minus the men. And a positive difference means that there are more women unemployed unemployed. A negative difference means that there are more men unemployed. And as you can see, all the different districts are depicted show white or a little bit pink, which shows that there are in basically all districts more women unemployed than men. And there is only a district, this one, El Rabat, located near the port, where the number of men unemployed is greater than the number of women. It's really important that we center our color scheme in 0, because if we put the white in the middle, that will be misleading. So it's important that we assure that positive numbers are always in pink and negative numbers are always in blue. And then the last one is to publish the data. So I'm going to publish this article. It's not already published. It's going of the month with many more visualizations, because right now I didn't have time to explain of the visualizations. And this is it's public in Medium. There are a lot of like pages inside Medium where you can find interesting articles about data science. The most important is toward data science, but there are others like the startup, level up coding. Level up coding is more about programming. The startup is more about general topics, but they also do things about visualization, data science, programming. And here it's my webpage, where you can visit all the visualizations that I made so far and all the different articles that I made. And also, when I publish this this article, I'm going to give the direction on my GitHub. So everybody that is interested in the code, in the Plotly and Python, because all the pre-processing was done with pandas, and then the visualizations with Plotly. So everybody that is interested can see the visualizations and try to execute the code in their homes. So that's all, and thank you for your time.
Hello, Amanda.
Yeah. So
thank you for your
somebody have
presentation.
questions, I can answer them.
Yeah, let's see if someone has some questions, and we will try to answer. Ai, Pyladies Brazil! Woo! Stay tuned. I'm from Brazil. We should do an event with Pyladies Brazil. And actually now, Maud, maybe you want also to join us. We're going to talk about the next quiz that is coming up.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Laisa. So we will. I will call Olga soon to meet us and start the second quiz. Also, we double check for the winner of the random draw. That person didn't come up to us, and anyway, we are not able to match the person if they don't use the same alias. This is an example to show you that it's really important to read when you fill out a form. As specified, you need to use the same alias so we can match you and we can make sure that we can give the prize to the right winner. But it's not.
It's important that the person fill the form. So we still have a second prize. We actually gonna use redo the raffle for the first part. So please go here and fill the form. I also post in the channels for the YouTube. Don't forget it, because after it will be hard to find you, but we want to give you the prize to you. So please fill the form and remember your name. Oh, yes. Thank you. So Danka could not remember the name because it was filled a long time ago, but now you have a new chance. I hope you win.
Yes, so exactly, we need to really be sure that it's the right person. But anyway, we have 4 prizes, so we want to give out all the 4 prizes. There are still some more chances to win, because right now we only have 1 winner for now. And I will call on we will start the second quiz very soon, and we will also instead of making only one draw, yes, we will make another draw as well to make sure that we are able to win some prizes. So I will ask my colleague Maria to join us, and I will explain in just in a second what we're going to do. So basically, hey, so basically, as we saw from the first list we had, we called someone that we didn't get to meet. So I would like to know if we can make another draw with the same list, so that the same people have the same chance of winning again. And for this, we'll have to get a bit ready to get the list again. So as we are improvising a little bit, I don't know if Maria, you had time to prepare for that. Maybe not. Maybe it's just very sudden. So in case it's sudden, tell me, and we can do this a bit later during the event. But also, if you're ready right now, we can also do it right now. So
yes, please. We can share my screen, and let's draw a second person. Let's use the same code, and we have the player number 3 this time. Number 3 is Maria Camila RG. So do we have Maria Camila in our form?
Okay. Wait a second. I'm going to check live if we have Maria Camila in the form, and we do have Maria Camila in the form.
Perfect. So, Maria Camila, you are getting the second prize.
Yeah, excellent. And for everyone, don't forget there are still 2 more prizes to go. And also there will be one prize for the winner of the next quiz, and also 1 prize for the random lucky person who gets drawn. And yes, once again, please remember to fill out the form, and so we get your contact details, and we can match you with the person who filled out Kahoot. So make sure that the same name is used on Kahoot and on the form. Thank you, Maria. Great to have you again, and thank you for joining here to help and make sure that we have a winner. And now I will call my other colleague, Olga, to come and join us. Olga, if you are ready, we're going to start soon. And whenever you can, we will launch the next quiz. So I will let you unmute, and then we can hear you once you're unmuted. If you can just unmute your microphone, because yeah, perfect. So now you can start.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to start with you the second quiz. Now I will share my screen, and then you can see already the game pin.
Perfect.
So the game pin is 6676294. I will wait for you till you are here, and then we will start.
In the meantime, can you remind us how it works? Like, how can I win? If I play, do you have to be the fastest, or how does it work exactly, Olga?
So if you are fast and you give the right answer, you will be the best person. You will get the best score, and it will increase your chances if you will have a lot of right answers and if you have a lot of fast answers as well.
Yes, exactly. And also I can tell, while participants are registering here, I can tell everyone that I know a little bit about what the questions you're going to ask. And I must say, I found that this second quiz was a bit more advanced than the first one. So it's going to be good for everyone. If you thought that the first one was too easy, definitely stay here, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And if you are more of a beginner, it's like each question is a chance for you to learn, because Olga will spend some time to explain what was the answer and why it was this one. And also, as we said several times, if you're a beginner and it's really difficult for you and you feel like you are not winning and you're at the bottom of the list, it's okay, because you also can win something if you're randomly selected.
Yes, exactly. You could be very lucky, and random library will decide everything for you if you are lucky or not. You always have a chance to win in any case.
Exactly. So I think everyone has had time to enter their name. So I will leave you, Olga, and I will let you do the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, one person has just joined us, Panini. Maybe I will wait some seconds more. In this time, if you like, you can write in the chat maybe from which city are you from, or for what are you using Python? Are you data scientist? Are you doing some web development, maybe with Flask or Django? Maybe you're doing some games development or using Python for other fun stuff. Just let's discuss what are you doing with that till we are waiting for people. And yes, soon we will start. 24 people already. I'm excited if someone will join us. Okay. I will count till 5 and we'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which of the following are false of Python dictionaries? Dictionaries can be nested to any depth. All the keys in dictionary must be of the same type. Dictionaries are mutable, or items are accessed by keys. Wow, 16 people gave the right answer. It's very impressive. But some of them still did not do it, so maybe it's good to do some explanation. Items are accessed by keys. It was right. You can see here dictionary D1, and key here is 1, value is 1, etc. And you can access the value 1 by giving the key 1 here.
Okay, can I interrupt? Just for a second, could you share your screen in full display? So I mean by launching your slideshow. Because here you can see all your slides. So if we can see just the slide you're presenting for next time, I think it will be better for this.
Okay. Because it's not a problem. In any case,
yeah, perfect. That's good. Thank you.
In any case, left it was too small, I think, to see something. Dictionaries are mutable, meaning you can change their content without changing their identity. We have here example. The list is consisting of 2 dictionaries, and we have here, for example, name Albert Einstein, field physics, born 1879. If we will change the item null and the value by key name, and we will replace it with Albertus Einstein, our list will change as well. Like we will have in first dictionary now Albertus Einstein instead of Albert Einstein. That was the explanation for this first question. Okay, it's a bit difficult to go out from here.
Yeah,
but
so
let's
I
go.
just hid your screen so you can go. And now I'm gonna add it again. Yep.
Okay, next question. Oh wow, Nick was first, and the second was Nietzsche, and the third place took PBA. Very good. You, the second and third person, have almost the same score. Very interesting. The second question: the following Python code is given. List 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of the following expressions produced output 4? Maybe this question is too easy for you because you always need this length function. But let's see how it's look like. Wow, 21% answered right. It's very, very cool. Nitish has at first place, PBA has the second place, and Tiffany is on the third place now. Does Python support multiple assignments in one statement like this? Almost everyone gave the right answer. Let's see if we will have the new names. Okay, the first and second and the third names are already known for us. It's Nitish, PBA, and Tiffany. Let's go to another question. Is Python dynamically typed? Yes, Python is dynamically typed. And almost everyone gave the right answer, but still I will do some short explanation about this. Python is dynamically typed language. This means that Python interpreter does type checking only by runtime, and the type of a variable is allowed to change over its time. In this example, we do 1 plus 2. 1 in this case is integer, and 2 in this class. In this case is a string, but this line never runs, so no type error is raised. And if we will do 1 plus 2, we will receive the output 3. And if we will do 1 plus 2 again, now the type is already checked and the type error will be raised, unsupported operand type for integer and string.
Thank you, Olga. I'm also going to take just 1 minute to mention. So we will see here who is the person who replied the best to this question. in a few seconds. And also, I just want to mention again something that we said in the introduction, that we have 4 prizes that are going to go to 4 different people. So if the person who won the first challenge is also the same person as the person who is going to win this second quiz, we will definitely say huge congratulations to that person, because that's really amazing to win, to be the best at the 2 different quizzes. But we will only give that person 1 prize, so we can share with more people and make more people happy. So I just wanted to mention that. Definitely, if it's the same person, congratulations, and I hope we can also have another great person who has a good win. Yeah, and basically that's it. And we just want to congratulate everyone also, because I see that we have basically the same number of people who started first, and who are also continuing to go here with the next question. So definitely hang in there, and I'm hoping that you learn a lot. And tell us in the comments if you learned some things. We would love to hear it, and and we hope you get a lot from this challenge. And I will ask Olga to come up once again on stage, and we will continue with the next questions. Okay. Oh, my colleague is telling me, wait a second. Okay, I'm going to wait a second. In the meantime, I will chat with you all. So please let us know in the comments, as I said, if you have learned some things. Also, maybe there are some explanations we gave that were not very clear. So if that's the case, if there's anything you want us to go back on again, let us know in the comments, like, I didn't understand about this. I would like you to explain to me again, because it's not very clear. And definitely, it's not just a competition here. We really want everyone to learn some things. And I know that you all got a chance to learn some things. Maybe you can learn some more. So, for instance, thank you. Alice is telling us that she learned about dictionary unions in Python 3.9. So that's great. It's always a win when we see that people are understanding and learning some things. And yeah, thank you, Alice, for sharing with us. That's really great. Thank you. Also, I know that there are some folks here from Paris. There are also some folks from Munich. Maybe there are some folks from somewhere else. Maybe you are in France, for instance, but in the south of France, or you are in Germany, but maybe you are in Berlin. We'd love to hear about it. The idea that now that we're doing events online, we hope that it's an opportunity for people from different places to meet and learn. Now it's not just if you live close to us in Paris or close to the team in Munich that you can learn. So let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear from you, and we will continue once again in a couple of seconds with the next. And we have people in Dublin. Yay! People in Dublin at the moment, but from France. Yay, congratulations. It's really great to know that you're able to join us from Dublin. So thanks. And now I'm going to call my colleague Olga to come up on stage. And I'm hoping she's ready so we can continue with the next quiz. I mean, even if it's not perfect, it's good that we can go to the next question and we can continue. So I'm going to add Olga to the stream again. And Olga, her webcam is off, but I'm hoping we can still hear her when she comes up.
I'm here again. We just checked my presentation, but I think on the left side you can see very small explanations, and it's actually not so that you can see it if you have like normal screen, not the screen on the wall, on the all wall. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Maybe let's try it. Or what do you think? Was it too big for you? Could you see the answers? Or
I couldn't see, but I didn't try to zoom in. To be honest, I didn't try to zoom in. But maybe for the next questions, I will just hide your screen, so we can show your screen when you are on Kahoot. And otherwise, Okay, someone is saying they couldn't read the slides on the left. I just want to make sure it's fair for everyone. And I know that the community is a really nice community and people are fair with each other. But what we'll do, Olga, if that works for you, is that I will not display your screen when you're on the slides, but I will display your screen like if you are on your IDE, for example, and you're showing some code, then I will show your screen so you can show how you're doing the answer, right? Yes,
Okay,
maybe people who have a bigger screen can read them. So we definitely want to make sure that people who have a smaller screen are not disadvantaged in comparison to people with big screens. So if that works for you, I'll put you up on stage again. And I'm just going to ask you to click on share to share your screen again. And then we are ready to go.
Okay, now probably.
Yes, I can see your screen now. Perfect. So,
Okay.
so we're in Kahoot
Now
again.
we'll see the winners for this question. It's again Nitish, PBA, but we have the new name, Aisharuna. Very well, Aisharuna. What is Python? Python is a scripting language used to create and control dynamic website content. Python is an object-oriented language that can be considered compiled and interpreted. Python is a high-level general-purpose compiled programming language, or Python is a high-level interpreted and object-oriented scripting language. You have enough time for this question because the answers are pretty long. But we already have all the answers. So Python is a high-level interpreted and object-oriented scripting language. Very well. Nitish, PBA und Pumuckl are winners for this question. Which kind of bird-like typing is typical for Python? Penguin typing, duck typing, ostrich typing, or peacock typing? Okay, we already have 13 answers. Maybe we will not need 1 minute for that. We already have 22 answers. Some people are still thinking. Okay, now right answer is duck typing. Python is strongly but dynamically typed. That means names in code are bound to strongly typed objects in runtime. The only condition on the type of object a name refers to is that it supports the operations required for the particular object instances in the program. This is called type typing after the expression if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck. Okay. Nitischer, PBA und Pumuckl are winners for this question. And Aisharuna and Andrea took the 4th and 5th spot. Very well, very well. How to write single line comment in Python? Oh, people, you are very fast. 18 persons gave right answers, and just 4 person gave not right answer, but I think you can see it on the screen. Print hello world to console. You can use this hashtag to do some single line comment in Python. Which one of the following is not the correct syntax for creating a set in Python? Mhm. Okay, I think it was one of the most difficult questions, and we see the statistics that it was really so. And now I will do just a short explanation about this. We will take this bad example, how to not correct create the set in Python. And now, can you see my command line? Okay, yes. If you will enter this, what do you think what we will get? We will get the traceback, masters and call last, file line 1 in model, type error, unhashable type list. It happens because the argument given for the set must be iterable. Iterable is a Python object that can be used as a sequence, and you can go to the next item of the sequence using next method. That happens because of the list which cannot be hashed. And the solution to avoid this error is to restructure the list to have nested tuples instead of lists. I can show you the example. Now it's not a problem anymore. Okay, but on this question, some people gave the right answers. It was Nitish, PPA, and Pumuckl. What is the default return value for a function that doesn't return any value explicitly? Actually, I have my last slide in the presentation for this question, so I will do some explanation with my presentation because you cannot see any answers because it was the last explanation which I had. You can see here that 19 people answered right and 3 people answered wrong. It's very good. I'm very happy to see these impressive results, but I still would like to share something very quickly. A function without an explicit return statement returns none. In this example, you can see a function, hello function, which print hello world, it's me function. And you can see here no return value. And in this case, it will return none.
Feel free to give more explanation.
It's not a problem. Okay. Now we see already well-known names, Nitishur, PBA, and Pumuckl. Also, I Sharuna, but some new person here as well, Shalomer. And the last question. The proper way to raise an exception in Python 3. Very good. 19% gave the right answer. And now, let's see, Pumukel has the third place, PBA has the second place, and first place by Nitisher. I hope I can pronounce it correct. Congratulations, Nitisher. Now we will see the report to see the statistic for this game. Okay, we had 24 players. In general, you can see here the rank. And now we will choose the last winner for this quiz by our well-known code.
You have to share.
I'm not sharing it now. Okay. Now it's good. Okay. We had 24 people, right? So let's see. It's the person number 1, but I think it was Nitisher already, right? We have to do it second time. Because we cannot give two prizes for you, Nitisher. 12. 12 is bug sick. Do we have bug sick in our form?
Yes, I can confirm that we have a Baksik who remembered to fill out the form. So I think we do now have 4 winners. Yay! Congratulations. That's excellent. And now, thank you very much, Olya, for your quiz. It was really, really fun. And I saw that like basically the same number of people that were here at the very beginning are still here, are still playing with us. So congratulations again. And I will call on Liza to join us on stage as well. So here you go.
Yes, I think we can be all of 3 of us or all of 4 of us.
Yeah, great.
Yes. So just for us to know, I'm from Pyladies Munich, Olga is from Pyladies Munich, Maud is from Pyladies Paris, and Marie is also from Pyladies Paris. So just out of curiosity, where are you from? The organizers.
Well, I'm Polish.
Sorry.
I am from Poland, but living in Paris at the moment. So
I'm very boring. I'm from Paris and I live in Paris. I'm currently in the suburbs though. So we have a bit more space. As you know, Paris is a very expensive city. So usually most people in Paris just live in small flats, which is not very convenient in these days where it's difficult to go out. So I went to my parents, and now I have a bit more space. So yeah, I'm in the suburbs of Paris.
So actually, I'm from Brazil, and thanks all the Brazilians watching. Big hugs for you. And Olga, where are you from?
I'm from Russia, from Yekaterinburg. I don't know, maybe there are some people from Russia. Greetings from you. Greetings to you from Munich. And to everyone else for sure as well.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I think the winners are happy, but the ones who did not win are also happy that they learned something today about Python. And we want just to see, so the first winner was PVA, the second winner was Maria, the third winner was Nietzsche, and the raffle one?
Started with the B. Started with the B.
It's not a bug.
We have it in the recording, Lisa. We have it in the recording.
So for all the winners, we will contact you, and also you feel free to contact us. But when you can see from the forum how to contact you, and we're gonna contact you about the price and see what kind of price we're gonna give you, depending on your location. If it's a location that we can give a gift card, we're gonna give a gift card, and so on. And just as I remember, for the winners who are men, we want actually to give these prizes to women. So it would be very nice if you can suggest a woman to get the prize. Can be your wife, your co-worker, your friend, anyone that you would like to give this amazing prize. And for this event tonight, we joined forces with Paris, and we want to thank everybody about who joined and who participate. It was very fun, and I hope you have enjoyed it.
And also thank you for your feedback. It's really important for us. Because of your feedback, we can know if you like this kind of events or you prefer different events. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you all. Have a great day, and we hope that you join us for our next event. I think we all love doing an event with two communities together, so I'm pretty sure we will do that again soon. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.